What is up, guys? Today is July 9th, 2016, and this is the video you guys have all been waiting for. I know it. So, this is it. This is a fire alarm update of everything. Everything in the collection, everything outside the collection, outside the house. It's all being covered today in this video. So, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy, because I have a lot to explain. So, anyway, I guess you guys probably want to start out by hearing what's going on with the 4005. That's just where I'm going to start this video off. First of all, you guys are seeing that I moved the 4005 back out into the spotlight here. It was sitting in the corner of the room. I did have the elevator panel here, but I finally decided to push that back into the back corner of the room. So the elevator panel's back here. I don't have a lot of time to work on it now, so I just figured it's a good place for it. I can open my door a lot better without that big panel back there. It opens a lot better with this skinny thing back here, so then I got all the elevator parts back there. This stuff will come back out eventually. So that's just where, as I was saying, I just moved all the fire alarm stuff back out into the spotlight for you guys to see. So anyway, back to the topic. With the 4005, you guys are probably going to be pretty disappointed to know it still does not have a CPU in it. I've had this panel for probably over a year now. I think I got it in like January or February of 2015. And for the whole time I've owned it, it has been completely non-functional since I received it fried. So it does need a new CPU still. The main problem with tracking down a CPU for this panel is that they are so darn expensive. There goes my flash because my phone is too hot, so I apologize for that. We'll still survive without it. Basically, the prices for these CPUs are absolutely crazy. I'm seeing them from like $250 to $500. The prices for these stupid circuit boards are so high, it's just preventing me from buying a replacement CPU for this panel. But not much has changed on the inside. Still got the replacement parts. There's the replacement, man, it's been so long, I can't even remember what that's called. The zone module there, and then the power distribution board. That's, as you guys will recall, I replaced both of those because they were both fried. And then the CPU was fried, so that needed to be replaced, and I just still haven't gotten around to doing that yet. So I've been on the lookout on eBay, and I will continue to be on the lookout on eBay for a good priced CPU. I will be keeping the 4005 until I fix it, at which point, when I do get it fixed, I'm not quite sure what I plan on doing with it yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or I'm going to sell it. That's kind of something I'm still considering, because I may be getting some new panels here pretty soon. But at least for now, it'll stay here until I can replace the CPU. As I said, at which point I may decide to keep it or sell it. So that's pretty much wraps up the updates for the 4005. The annunciator panels, not much has changed with those. Of course, I do have two of them now, since I got this one from the demolished bank building this year. So I had to make some space for the 4005. It was right where this panel is, but I do have three pretty big panels sitting here. So yeah, not much has changed with those. So while I'm while I'm on the topic of panels, you guys may remember this thing here. This is my Pyrotronic System 3 control unit, CP35 control unit, as well as a ZU-35 zone module. I got these parts back in 2013 when they were doing the fire alarm replacement at my dad's building. The panels were basically parted out piece by piece, and I actually sold the rest of the System 3 stuff. These are the only two remaining parts I have from it. I've just completely given up on trying to put this thing back together and get it going. It's just I've already got so much going on here with all this stuff. I just don't have the time or the money to buy a cabinet for this thing, to buy the power supply, a transformer module for this thing that it needs to function properly. So at that, I'm probably going to be putting these two guys up for sale. So as soon as I can find a box to ship these in, if I can get any money off of these, that'll be great. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be advertising them for yet, but I'm just kind of done trying to put this whole System 3 together. So as I was saying, you know, I'm kind of sad to sell these, because I did want to put a panel together with these two parts, but it just doesn't seem very realistic now with all this other stuff going on. So, you know, as I was saying, it's a shame. It could have been a fun little project. So, but basically, I'm just gonna be putting these aside, and they're gonna be going up for sale pretty soon here. I'm not sure when, but I will make a video when I do put them up, and they will be going up on eBay at some point. So there you guys go. There's the updates as far as this stuff. I just brought out all the collection so you guys can see it. All this stuff you guys have seen before. Some of that's not that easy to see with the lighting. That's why I did have the flash on, but my phone got too hot, so it turned off. But here's all the stuff. A lot of it you guys can't see because it's all buried behind the stuff up front. But I've got all the pole stations here. These haven't changed. Now you guys haven't seen this thing yet. This guy I just got a couple days ago, and I will explain that in just a second. Because there's quite a story behind this thing, and there could be quite a story to come with the system that this was taken off of. So, you guys have probably wanted to know about the fire alarm installation in the CVS. I just talked to the construction contractor for the job a few days ago. He's on vacation now, but as soon as he comes back, the work will continue on the CVS, at which point I will get to meet the fire alarm technician and, you know, like, get to see the system being installed and then get to test it. I know you guys have been pretty excited to hear about that. This is an official copy of the blueprints for the fire alarm system, which I was provided by the construction manager. And I probably shouldn't be showing these to you guys, but I'm going to break the rules here a tiny bit and show these things to you guys. Not too much. I don't want any personal information in the project information shown, but let's go and open this guy up and take a quick look at the blueprints for this system they're going to be installing. It's going to be a Firelight MS9200 with Spectral Advanced notification appliances and BG12 pole stations. There's a full list of I put those down. I wrote those in. That's the full list of everything that's going to be installed along with the model numbers, pretty much. There's the map. Here's the map of the store. Let me open this thing up all the way. Here's the full map of the store, and I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna focus the camera in so you guys can pause that and read it. There's the key there. So that's basically the map of the whole store, and where each of the devices are going to be for the fire alarm system. And then here's the map of the panel and showing how it's all going to be wired up and stuff like that. You guys probably can't see that too well with the lighting, but yeah, there's you guys' sneak peek at the fire alarm system that's going to be installed in the CVS. As I was saying, I'm going to get to probably get to watch the installation of this system and help test it in the very end. So if I can fold this thing up, I will put it away. So there you guys go with that. Now I've got a kind of a new story to tell you guys. I'm going to come back to this device here. So like basically a few days ago, I talked to my older brother who works over at the county. And the county has got this super old building on the property. It's actually not a building. I mean, it kind of is, but it's all down in the basement, and it's actually an old Cold War bunker, actually. So a like bomb shelter, actually. And sadly, they're going to be tearing this bunker down. Or I guess you can't tear down anything that has basements. They would kind of be tearing it up, but they're basically just going to be decommissioning it and demolishing it. And as I was saying, this is pretty sad because the county actually used that bunker for quite a few years to operate emergency management out of. And since my older brother does work at the county, he was able to give me an exclusive tour of it a few days ago. And from what I was told, they're going to be, as I was saying, they're going to be decommissioning it. It's going to be all torn up. And there is a small fire alarm system down there. It is an FCI fire alarm system. It's got like 4 or 5 pole stations from what I saw. They are FCI MS2s. and then it had like two like notification appliances all together. That's all I saw. There was what looked to be a Wheelock MT and a Spectralord Advanced Horn Strobe. Now this thing, it's FCI, so it was obviously a part of the system at one point. It was just like sitting in a Comcast box down in the bunker, and it's a strobe. It's an FCI FSL strobe. I'm gonna let you guys let the camera focus in on that so you guys can read that. I actually doubt it will. I'm gonna have to get on the ground here so you guys can read that. Super old device, very cool old strobe here, and basically this is the only one of its kind in the building. As I was saying, there were probably only other two or I'm sorry, I'm completely mixing up my words today. There were probably only 2 or 3 other devices down there. I saw what, as I was saying, what looked to be a Wheelock MT of some type, and then a Spectralord Advanced Horn Strobe. There were also some other cool. Now the camera's not going to focus in at all. There were also some other cool electrical devices down there that I do want to pick up. So here's the deal. In a couple weeks, I talked to my brother. I said, hey, is it possible that, I mean, the fire alarm system's still active there. So they're probably not going to be taking that out of service until they're actually all ready to tear the building down. So there is no guarantee I'm going to be able to get the other parts from the system. The panel, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some clips here I recorded. I'm not sure if I'll splice them in here or if I'll splice them in at the end of the video. But I did get some clips of the system of the FCI fire alarm panel. It was covered in stickers, so I don't even know what kind it was. But it was still in service, and it was a pretty cool old panel. Oh, and I forgot, like, there was a bell by the panel, too. There was a super huge red fire alarm bell by the panel. I think it was an Edwards or something like that, but I recorded it on the video. So, as I said, I'll be showing you guys those clips here pretty soon. But this is the only device I got from the system so far. I talked to Rick. He's my older brother who works for the county. He said there's a possibility he may be able to get some of that stuff for me. Of course, he's not on the demolition team, so he said chances are he's not going to be able to get that stuff for me, but he will still ask, and there is a tiny possibility. In the meantime, there were some pretty cool other electrical devices down there, which I just wanted to pull out so bad that are like no longer hooked up and have power going to them. So like next week or the week after that, I'm actually going to be going in there with a like hammer and a screwdriver. I'm going to be going back down there with him with a hammer and a screwdriver to take some of that stuff out. And when I do take it out and put it into a box and get it home, I will show you guys. But it is a super cool structure. I've like never seen anything like it before. And as I was saying, it's from the Cold War, so it's a pretty old building with some modern technology down there. Actually, there's a lot of old technology, but there was some newer technology as well. So I will keep you guys updated about this. There is a chance, because I have been staying in contact, as I was saying, with the construction manager for this job, who promised me he would find me a panel So there is a possibility I could be getting 2 panels here pretty soon. I'm just not sure. Don't hold me to that, because I've said a lot of stuff like that in the past and not lived up to it. So don't hold me to that, guys. But hopefully pretty soon here, you guys should be seeing a test of the CBS fire alarm system, and you guys should be seeing at least 1 new panel in this room. Hopefully here pretty soon. But as I was saying, I'll keep you guys updated with the CVS. I will record some video there when it comes to testing and the installation and testing of the system, and I will keep you guys updated with the Cold War Bunker 2 that's owned by the county, which has that cool old FCI fire alarm system. So thank you guys for watching. That was a full fire alarm update over everything. I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and like I said, I will continue to keep you guys updated about this as much as possible. But thank you guys for watching today, and I think that's about it.